Hello everybody, welcome back to Order of Battle Sandstorm, Paradox Gamer playing, and we're ready to start on Sea Convoy. So it's the Mediterranean, December 41. The Mediterranean Sea is of vital importance to the naval supply lines of both Axis and British forces. As such, it is no surprise that these waters are contested on a daily basis. So since Kriegsmarine came out and the revamp of the naval mechanics, I think it's actually nice that we can get a naval scenario from time to time. And this is one of them. Mission briefing. A large supply convoy is currently making its way across the Mediterranean. The flotilla also contains an escort of several Italian warships. These must protect the supply ships during their voyage to Tripoli, when exposed to attacks from the British Navy and Air Force. To increase our chances of success, further Axis naval and air reinforcements are expected to arrive shortly. Meanwhile, the British are using the same waters for moving their own supply ships between Egypt and Malta. We must search and destroy these targets at every opportunity before they can deliver their precious cargo. So primary objective is to escort 3 supply ships to Tripoli. If our convoy fails to reach Tripoli, the campaign in North Africa will continue, but we will suffer from supply shortages. Complete the operation. We must patrol these waters until the end of the operation, or until all secondary objectives have been achieved. This is a new mechanic, I really like that. So once these secondary objectives are completed, normally you'll be able to play on with the new mechanic, but in this case you don't have to. Escort 5 supply ships to Tripoli. Supply situation improved in the next scenario, so we definitely want to get that. Destroy 5 enemy aircraft. A successful air war over the Mediterranean will lead to the promotion of a new commander in the Italian Regia Aeronautica, so Italian fighter ace. Why not? Sink 1 British supply ship. Intercepting supplies for the British garrison at Malta will weaken the enemy defenses during the planned invasion of the island. Definitely want to get that as well. So as we see, we can only deploy air units to begin with. And there is the town of Tripoli with the harbor, and it's guarded by an AA gun, 75mm. But there is no airfield, so we have to get our aircraft out via these 3 access points here, and the supply ships needs to reach Tripoli, which are these 2 access points right here. The map is relatively short, and the British will get reinforcements from up here, and I believe from the sides, but we can't see that actually. Right, this is our navy. We have the battleship Littorio, as well as the cruiser Bolzano, and one light cruiser and 1, 2, 3 destroyers to start with. And these are the 5 supply ships that needs to get to Tripoli. In the beginning we can see 1 British destroyer, and there will be more coming. So we have the option to actually deploy air forces out here to start with. The enemy navy here is not that great, but we could start with one of the Stukas out here. It will take damage because we have British fighters nearby. But it will make the job a little bit easier for the Navy. So we'll get that out here. It will be supported by the 109. Like that. And then down here we can put the rest, which will be, let's see, we can get 5, so that's just 1 more aircraft plus the 7 Italian. So we can get all the Italian crafts out. So that will be the fighter. There, and the bomber. And the reconnaissance. And then I think we'll get another fighter. We'll get a Focke-Wulf. We can also get the Stork out now. There we go. So the remaining Stuka and the remaining Focke-Wulf we can get on the map later on. So let's get started. You can see it's our turn first. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go a little bit closer with the light cruiser. That will reveal another destroyer in the back. And we might as well take the shot here. Get this destroyer over here, take a shot. And this move here reveals the fighter, which is a Hawker Hurricane. And we want to get that damaged right away. And what we have out here is a bigger ship, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one we want to hit with our Stuka. Let's wait a little bit with that. First, let's get this one over there. Okay, so this destroyer is down to 5. Maybe 4. Yeah. And this one will just go closer. And these will actually not really move a lot. We can put it down this way. Something like this. They can stay there. And then we have the aircraft from down here. We can see there is an aircraft here. We can get the EMAM out first. Oh, that didn't reveal it. Okay, we'll just take the Stork. So this is a Wellington, which is regular bomber. It's not carrying any torpedoes or anything. I'll just start firing at it with the Focke-Wulf and with the RE2000, which will actually take some damage from that. The Breda will send straight up. And we'll put the cannon to sleep here. Oh yeah, we still have the Stuka. The Stuka will go in position here. Alright, turn 2, or British turn 1 actually. So the Wellington heads straight north. There's a torpedo plane, if I'm not mistaken, coming in there. The fighter goes south to take a shot at the Breda. Actually takes 2 damage. And there's another fighter coming in the north. And as we can see, this is a battleship. Or maybe just a cruiser actually. It doesn't hit anything. The destroyer will fire torpedoes, 1 damage. The other destroyer will also fire torpedoes and another damage. That is pretty inevitable. Now, bring this one up here to reveal that one. The Stuka will take a shot at the cruiser. That's why I put it up here, to get that 3 damage to the cruiser right away. It's very important. So let's start working at the destroyer here. We can actually take out this one, so let's do it. And let's fire some torpedoes over here. Take it down to 5. That was a good shot. Take 3 damage to that one. That's not quite enough to take it out. It's down to 1. It shouldn't be able to do anything to the supply ships. The BF, I think this is a torpedo. Yeah, that's a swordfish. You definitely want to take that out, because that's guaranteed 3 damage on whatever it hits. Let's see, the Focke-Wulf cannot reach it. I think we'll concentrate on getting the Hurricane out of the picture. There we go. And then the Arid can come up here and do some more damage on the Wellington. Let's get the Stork over this way. And I believe those were all the aircraft and all the warships. I don't think this one carries any torpedoes, no. I don't think we're gonna move these. Although there are sitting ducks if they don't move, so we might as well. That will limit the damage they will take in case somebody shoots at them. We still have the Breda, but no targets for it. Just send it up here. British turn 2. Fighter will take a shot at my Stuka. 2 damage each. The Wellington bombs a destroyer. Should not do any damage actually. No. Then the torpedo swordfish can't reach anything. The cruiser goes down here, takes a shot at... Ouch. 3 damage. One of my destroyers. And the remaining destroyer should not do any damage at all. No. Alright. Reinforcements. Reinforcements from the Regia Marina have arrived. Another 2 destroyers and another Bolzano cruiser type. Alright. So, we can fire again with the Stuka. And that should be enough to take it out. Let's see this one. We can use that to finish off the destroyer. We do have torpedoes, but there's no need to use them if we can just bomb it to pieces. Yeah, it's gone, so we can save the torpedoes. Bring the destroyers down here. Start moving south, south, south. In the air, we want to... What can we reach? We want to destroy the swordfish. So we cannot unload its torpedo. We want to take a shot at the Gloucester Gladiator too. And I think we'll take another shot at that. Alright. I've just revealed the other British Navy, a couple of more cruisers there, which means we are going to move back up this way with the supply ships. They should be in range pretty soon, and we'll head towards them with the Breda. And turn 3. The fighter returns to base. The bomber takes one more shot. Causing no damage. Taking no damage in return. Now the cruisers takes a shot at the Breda. Okay. And that's a British observation plane. It's not really that dangerous. Air war. The Luftwaffe has now authorized the deployment of air units in the region. So we get 7 command points and 3. That means we can now deploy the other Stuka. But that cannot be deployed up here, so that has to be deployed down there. Also the Focke-Wulf. We can get another Stork out, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. As for the Italians, I think we're going to get another bomber. Another Breda. There. These guys can't move this turn. So the fighters are going to concentrate on the Wellington. Take it down a notch. This will be the last attack from the Arid 2000. Then it has to return to base. But the Wellington is down to 2. I think we'll come back with that. Do we need some mission up there? No, I think that's fine. Let's keep on these so that we have vision. And then we have the Stuka, which will take a shot here. And the Breda as well. That takes the cruiser down to 6 already. And we can start firing at it. Down to 4. I'd really like to get close with my torpedoes on the other one. Just take a regular shot here. And here. Bring down the other Bolzano. Oh! That's a submarine. Oh, what? Yeah, that's a submarine. Okay, let's take a shot at that. Not quite dead. But bringing it down to 1, make sure that that's not going to bother us. Whoops. Okay, I think we're back. Something just crashed there, but we're straight away back. I think we can live with that small black screen, short black screen there. Now, this one, come down to here. And I believe the Wellington can still do some damage, even though it's just at 2. So we're probably going to take some hits with the supply ships. The supply ships will keep moving. I think we'll just bring them over here. Something like that. And let's see what we are up against. The Wellington actually returns to base, or tries to. The submarine also goes away. Now here comes the fresh cruiser. Does 2 damage to a destroyer. The other one also 2 damage. Naval threat. Intelligence reports indicate a British naval formation is about to approach the area near the Libyan coast. This is where we have the aircraft now situated. I want to get that Wellington out if I can. It's not going to be with this one. That means I would have to use both of my fighters for that. And it's not even a sure thing. Alright, down it goes. Let's bring the Imam down here. And the Stork over there. Revealing some more stuff. And we still have the bombers. They will start firing on that one. And I think we'll return the Breda. And then we still have these. I think we're gonna bring them over here. Revealing another one down here. So still lots of action here. Let's get rid of these. We want to get the torpedoes launched. 1 damage. Another one. This one can't reach. Just take a regular shot. This one can also fire torpedoes. Pass right through them. Ah, that did not hit. Okay. Come close with this one. Let's take the sure hit here. And then finish it off. So they got one left. This one will come closer, take a shot that's not going to do anything. Then we can bring down the supply ships. And then the British turn 5. So that's another cruiser that I would like to take out. Takes a shot at the Breda. Keeps eyeing my my supply ships. Here comes the cruiser. It will take a shot at a destroyer, which will take down 2 points. We have some movement in the west. I think there are some 4 ships there. And some movement in the east. That's where the supply ship is, along with a couple of destroyers. Also some aircraft. We have a fighter here, we have a fighter and a bomber over here, so that's where the enemy aircraft situation is, or the aircraft are situated. These fighters are gonna have to return to base. Same goes for this one. on this one. The Stuka will take a final shot on this one. And that should be enough to take it out. Just need one more hit. I wonder if we can't do it with these. Do we have a torpedo? We have a torpedo with this one. Let's finish them off with that. And just come straight down. Bring the supply ships around. Out of harm's way. And that leaves us with the... Oh, that's a Fokker Wolf. But it's pretty lonely. I want to take out this CL here, so let's bomb that. And then the Fokker Wolf. Well, let's get the Stork over here so we can see what we're dealing with. Yeah, one Hurricane there. One Bristol Blenheim, and then one Hurricane there. I think we'll take the fight with this Hurricane first. Take it down to 5 immediately. Oh, this one hasn't moved, just bring it down. So we still have the 4 ships over there. We're going to take out the CL here, and then we have the 2 destroyers and the supply ships here, and we have to watch out for these 3 aircraft, which is... I don't remember if that's the last aircraft that's coming in, but slowly we're getting the upper hand in the air. As we can see, the bomber is heading straight for my navy. The fighter is following the supply ship. The other fighter is going for my Stuka, which is pretty nasty. Now we see the battleship here, also firing at my aircraft. A cruiser, also firing at my aircraft. And then the 2 destroyers over here. So I'm gonna finish off this section of the map and then return and take care of the rest of the British ships. Let's see, I do have a little bit of fuel left from this Fokker Wolf, so I think we're gonna go ahead and take a shot at the Hurricane, just to take it down. It's simply too dangerous in that state. And I think we're gonna take another shot also at the other Hurricane. So we still have the Bristol Blenheim, which is in full swing. Now these guys are going to land there. There. And we're going to finish off this one. The Messerschmitt is running out of fuel, so we're gonna take that back. It can just not reach this turn, unfortunately. It's one hex short. It's too bad. And then we have the Navy. Let's see what we can hit from here. I'll concentrate on the destroyers first. We can always take the supply ship later. So let's start firing on the destroyer in front. Take it down to 6. This one can only do damage to the supply ship, so let's try that. No. Same goes with this one. This one's too far away. We have one more here. Come down. And let the supply ships follow. The Stuka is going to return home. It's too battered at this point. Let's get an overview down here. These are 2 destroyers, yeah. So 1 battlecruiser, 1 cruiser, 2 destroyers over there. Alright. The bomber attacks my light cruiser. And does... Did it say 1 damage? I'm not sure. Yeah, 1 damage. The fighter takes another shot at the Stuka. 1 damage each. Now this destroyer could fire torpedoes? No, just fire regular guns, no damage. The other one might fire its torpedoes from there. No, regular guns as well. Okay. Battlecruiser returns back south. The other cruiser comes north. Or they're just bringing their stuff together. Destroyers. Yeah. Okay, so they're not up to anything. Searching for submarines, which I do not have. Turn 8 it is. Okay. On our way back, we might as well take a shot at the fighters. So the Focke-Wulf will go there. Take a shot. Bring the 109 out, and we should have 2 more planes that can come aboard. But I should probably just refresh them first, so they will not enter this turn. Alright, and this one is going back. Now this fighter here can either take... Yeah, it can take both out, or it can take a shot at the bomber. I think we're gonna take out this fighter here. That leaves just 1 fighter at 1, and then of course the bomber is still active. Now we have the Stuka here. Can't reach anything, but we'll get it into position. Same with the Breda. Keep the Stork around. Also keep this one around here. And those were the air units. And then on the surface, we really want to hit the other destroyer as much as we can. Also this one. You take out 1 destroyer there. And maybe the other one here. Nope, still alive, so just bring this one across. Finish it off. Now the remaining destroyers will just hit the supply ship. Down to 3. And my own supply ships are coming down this way. British turn 8. The bomber attacks... I can't see what's underneath there. Ah, okay, the light cruiser. causing 1 damage and taking 1 damage in return. The fighter is shooting at the Breda, I think, yeah. And it survives that. Now the British fleet in the west is starting to move towards my supply ships, it looks like. Ah, they can actually reach from that point, okay. I guess we'll move them further east. There's another swordfish coming in at some point. We gotta keep an eye on that. Anyway, let's go there, there. BF 109 needs some refreshments, and then we'll get this one out and this one out. Stuka returning to base. Focke-Wulf is running out of fuel, so that will also return towards the base. That leaves us with these guys over here. We do have this one, so let's finish off the remaining Hurricane. That will give us Franco Lucchini. Lucchini. He will go on the Arid 2000. There we go. And then we have the Stuka, which will head in this direction. Great as well. And the Stork will come up here. Then as we pass this way, we'll just finish the supply ship. Gotta get these guys out of the way. Cannot afford to lose any of them. And we'll start move the other way. All the ships, all the warships are expendable, so it doesn't really matter if we lose any of them. British turn 9. Still have that pesky bomber causing another damage. Surveillance ship, aircraft still there. Here comes the battle cruiser. It might go for my battleship. It does, but no damage. The cruiser. Also no damage, but then we have 2 destroyers. Can they get close enough? No. Well, the other one can. So that will probably fire its torpedoes at my battleship. Yeah, 1 damage. Okay, so now we just need to escort the 5 supply ships down to Tripoli. And so what we have here is 1 Breda coming up. Yeah, the Arid 2000 can hit the Lindheim. We'll take the Focke-Wulf out. And then we'll bring in this. The Stuka will replenish, and the fighter will come back in. Let's see where that swordfish is at. Nothing to see yet. Okay. Focke-Wulf might as well take another shot at the Bristol. Stuka will hit the cruiser, I guess. The Breda can take one shot and then it has to come back out. Okay. Well, let's try torpedoes here. Not quite close enough for this one. Try torpedoes. Oh, this one doesn't have torpedoes. I'll just fire regular guns. Try torpedoes here as well. Yeah, 9. And then bring this one around. There's no way to take it out, so I think we're gonna punish the other destroyer just so that none of them are at 10 strength. It makes a difference if they are 9 or 10 strength. We'll bring these guys straight down. And we probably could lose a ship in this coming turn, depending on what they're fired at. We'll see. But that doesn't matter. The bomber keeps attacking the light cruiser. Shouldn't do any damage at this point. No. And there it is, the swordfish. One damage to my battleship. I think we'll see torpedoes. Yeah. Now the cruiser goes for something else. It goes for one of the destroyers. And the last destroyer. No damage. And we have another fighter incoming. Going straight for the Breda. He should be heading home at this point. And we can actually hit that from the Messerschmitt. The Focke-Wulf, though, will come all the way up here. Take a shot at the swordfish. That's how afraid I am from those torpedoes. This one can't reach it, unfortunately. Just go for the Hurricane. Alright. Bomb the cruiser down to 2. Did I deploy already? Do we need the Focke-Wulf now? I think we'll just take it out as it is right there. The Stuka... yeah, it doesn't really matter, I think. You can take it out and see if it makes a difference. Now... the Stork... just come up here. I don't think there's anything else coming at us. So we want if we have any torpedoes, we're gonna fire them at the battlecruiser Renown. There's one here. 2 damage. This one. Also. Very nice. Maybe take a shot at that one. Or take a shot, maybe take some damage. No. Maybe there. Right, so 2, 5, 7, and 2. Let's take the light cruiser first, because that might be able to finish off this one. Yes. And then we can take 4 from this one. Hang on, let's see, what can we do here? Let's take out the destroyer. No. This one will do 2 damage to the destroyer. And this one will do 2 or 3 damage to the Renown. So we still have 3 ships left at 2, 3, and 1. Meanwhile, these guys are coming down this way. Okay. British turn 11. The Swordfish is returning to base without delivering his torpedoes. The Bristol Blenheim is still active. Does no damage, but takes 1 in return. The fighter goes for the Breda. 1 more damage, but also takes 1 damage and is soon dead. The Renown will take a shot at my supply ship without doing 1 damage actually. The cruiser, no damage, and then the destroyer. 1 damage actually. Alright. Okay, so we have the Focke-Wulf here, which can reach the Bristol. The Stuka can't reach anything. Get this one back. Let's take out the Hurricane. This one is going to run out of fuel soon, so we'll go down here and take a shot at the Bristol. And that leaves us with this one. Do we go for the Swordfish? No, it's too far away. Actually, we cannot fire at anything. That's a Stork. Alright. Bring the Stork over there. This is the one. Yeah, we can reach the Swordfish, or we can take out the Bristol Blenheim. Let's take out the Bristol Blenheim then. Yeah, we can finish off the cruiser. And the destroyer. That just leaves the Renown. We do have torpedoes here. Let's just go here. 1 or 2 damage. And this one will finish it off. There we go. And we'll start heading straight for Tripoli. So 1 damage to 2 of the supply ships, that's pretty good. And we'll just go down and secure them. Alright. Ah, the Swordfish is on the way back, but it's too far away. That's also the, I think that's the surveillance plane. Yeah. Alright, so do we have any fighters nearby? We do have Focke-Wulf, yeah. And the Messerschmitt can finish it. Bye-bye. And the remaining planes, they can just head back home. There's no further use for them. Head for Tripoli. I don't think we have any more enemy ships, so I shouldn't actually be moving these. British strength 13. They just have the surveillance plane left. Of what we can see, at least. Start firing on that. Bring these guys out. Move the supply ships over here. End the turn. And let's just get a vision on that. Finish it off. Might gain a little bit of experience from that. Alright, we can get one out this turn. And then the others the following turns. So there, there, there. Start heading back with the fighters. Nothing to see. And then the last two supply ships. And the fighters will come out. There we go. Victory. We are achieving considerable success over the Royal Navy and Air Force in the Mediterranean. The Italians can rightfully call these waters Mare Nostrum once again. So that was a pretty easy scenario, I would say. Didn't lose any units. We gained 4 specialization points, so we can take a look. We have 5. And we need 6 for female factory labor. So we're going to save up those 5. I'm not going to go for centrometric radar nor Goliath mine. So the Italians have 6, which they could spend on war economy. So let's acquire that. And that gives us this one. The destruction of British supply convoys heading for Malta has left the island's defenses in a weakened state, which we'll use later on. And the arrival of large naval supply convoys will allow us to deploy more forces on the battlefield. That's going to be in the next one. Buck Buck. Book Book. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, that's going to be next. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.